Hey everybody, this is Robert from Kapwing. We are a free online content creation tool that makes it super simple to edit photos and videos. Today I'm going to show you 2 ways to remove the background from any photo. Now we have 2 different tools that can do this in Kapwing, and I'm going to show you how to use each one. Let's go over to the studio and start the tutorial. I'm going to be using 2 images of the artist Kevin Abstract from Brockhampton for this example today, because these 2 different images do a great job of showing the different types of background removal tools that are available to you in Kapwing. So for this first image, you see behind Kevin, there's a very solid white background. There's not any texture back there. It's all one color. This is going to be a perfect image to remove the background with the magic wand tool. So first I grab my link out of Google Images and I'll just paste it right into Kapwing here. It'll pull the image in, and then I will click on the image here. And once the image is highlighted on that layer, you'll see on the right side here, there's a button that says erase. So we're going to click erase. Now I'll see my 2 tools. There's the erase tool right here and then the magic wand tool. So I've already got my magic wand selected. There's going to be different sensitivities here that you can adjust, but for this one, I'm going to keep my sensitivity pretty low. And generally, you're going to want to stick with a medium to low sensitivity for quickly grabbing a image out of a background. So here, I'm going to just click once on this white space around Kevin on the right side and see it's all been selected now. It's just automatically been selected for me. So now I can just click the remove pixels button on the right rail here, and that background's gone. So I can click again now on the left side of the image, and it automatically selects everything around Kevin, and I'll click remove pixels again. Now I've removed my background. That was what, like 2 to 4 clicks, and it's gone. So I'll click done, and you'll see here I now have the same image with basically a perfect cutout of Kevin Abstract. So once you have this cutout, there's all kinds of things you can do. I won't get too deep into that, but one of my favorites is to just change the background color. You can, put him in purple now or something like that. And it's really great for making thumbnails. So that's our first tool. It's the magic wand tool, and you will see it on the right side here when you go to the erase menu. So let's cancel out this image now, and let's grab a more complex image. So this one, you'll see, has a blue background behind him. It's got a white floor underneath him. He's sitting on this stool. It's not going to be as simple to just click and remove him from this background. We're going to have to do a little more work on this one. So for this, I think we're going to use the eraser tool. So again, I copy my image out of Google Images, and I'll paste it into the Kapwing studio here. And here is Kevin in our studio. So I will select the image and click my erase tool again. And now this time I'm going to use the eraser. And the eraser works much like a paintbrush you may have used in other photo editing softwares before. As I click and drag, you'll see it just is erasing the background right there on my click and my drag. And if you make a mistake, you can click undo and it'll just go right away. Again, much like the magic wand, you have a slider here where you can adjust the size. So you can get a 200 pixel size eraser if you just want to do a really big erase job there and start, quickly getting that background out. So what I'm going to show you here is a trick that I like to use to get really precise as I'm erasing. So I'm going to go down to a smaller eraser size. And then, this is really important, I'm going to zoom in. So right here now I'm at 200%. I just clicked this drop down up here for the percentages and I went to 200. You can go as high as 500%, which will get you really close, really detailed. So I'm going to go to 200% here on Kevin, and I'm going to take my tool, my eraser size down just a bit. Maybe like 27, that looks good. So now you'll see I'm right on the edge of his shirt, and I'm just going to start slowly dragging and going in an outline around him to get just the area that he's in cut out. Now, if you don't have a perfect cutout, that's okay. It really will depend on how you're planning to use this. Now, if you're cutting something out for a YouTube thumbnail, which is often what I find myself using this tool for, you don't have to be totally precise with your cutout because you have to remember it's just a thumbnail. It's going to be quite small on the person's screen, whether they're looking at it on an iPhone or even on a desktop. They're not going to be seeing the fine details of your cutout in a thumbnail. But if you're doing something larger, like a poster or something that needs to be more precise because it'll be more obvious what those little details are, then you're going to want to try and, do the best job possible here and avoid any sort of sloppy mistakes, which I've already made a few of here. So I'll go ahead and speed this up now so you can kind of see what I mean and not sit here and wait for it. So I'll cut the rest of Kevin out and then I'll regroup with you in just a sec. Okay, so you'll see here now, I've completely cut out a very tight perimeter around the outside of just Kevin Abstract here. Now that means that the really finite details are now complete because I've gotten all around there. You'll even see those individual strands of hair I captured in there. And now I've zoomed out and I can move to a much larger brush size to just get rid of the rest of this background. So here I don't need to worry about being as precise. I'm just doing everything I can to totally remove this background. Now you want to still be mindful that you don't get too close and mess up what you've already done there. But for the most part, we've really already cut him out. We can just kind of get around here and get the rest out. Now, something to note again is that if you do make a mistake, say I click and I just, cut right into him there is an undo button here where you can get rid of your last movement and, kind of save yourself. So that undo button is very important and definitely comes in handy a lot. So kind of continue with my super large brush size to go around here and clean this up. Okay, and that looks like a fairly clean cutout. I definitely would be comfortable using this for a thumbnail or something that was a little smaller so people can't quite see the exact details of how I cut into his hair there. So I'll click done, and that will take us right back here, and we have our cutout. So again, to kind of show you how this looks, I'll put it against a pretty vibrant background there, and there it is. Looks pretty good to me. So that's two tools that you have available to you in Kapwing to erase backgrounds. You have both the magic wand tool and the eraser tool. You can pick the one that works best for you. So again, this is a great tool for creating YouTube thumbnails, but there's all kinds of uses for it. I have another tutorial I'll link to in the description below where I show you how to use this tool to make emotes that are great for Discord, Slack, and other places that you can upload custom emojis. So check that out in the description down below. But this has been how to erase a background using a free content creation tool called Kapwing. I'm Robert. Drop us a subscribe down below if you found this useful. I'm doing new tutorials almost every day at this point. So we've always got new stuff coming, new tips and tricks to help you out on social media and with your photo and video editing. So check it out. And until next time, thank you.